Well, I consider that a record. I fried that coil in a day.
The XROS one.
Yeah, the .6.
I did warn you that you were gonna burn the coil quick with the omen
Yeah,
you were running.
it was a free one. It came with that one and the .8. So the .8 is up. I'm just letting it prime itself. So does it look brighter on the screen? Because I got my lamp too, and I love it.
Yeah, it does look brighter on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Sorry, I think I've got Tiny gonna join the warp and actually take part in the
Oh,
painting
finally?
competitions. Yeah, he's gonna take part in the armies and potentially the singles.
Nice.
Ooh. Why did I already assume that they were in?
Tiny has pretty bad like social anxiety type stuff, and I've been sort of gently asking him for a while if he wants to come join us, and it was after he'd posted some of his orc stuff today that I was like, so you gonna come join us and take part in our painting competition? And he was like, what's the server?
Did he didn't we get him to join the Timu uh
No,
Nut Tuggers? Oh, okay.
no, I tried, but no.
Oh, I thought he had.
There's just so many people in the community that like I am mutuals with in the sense that like we both follow each other, we both interact with each other, but like outside of the occasional like your post and you like mine, don't have like real interaction with them.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny's
It's
cool.
it's
Like,
a little hard to keep up.
yeah, no, Tiny's really cool.
Their work is phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Um, where is, where is?
Yeah, he does some amazing work and spends quite a bit of time on his stuff.
Yeah, he does. He's currently working on doing an orc army at the moment for Sigmar stuff.
Yeah.
Um, which is why I was like, all this shit you're painting, and you said you want to do competitions. Come join us. Do it. So I'm building the Wraith Knight tonight.
Ooh.
Well, starting Wraith Knight tonight. Holy fuck, that's a
I'm
big
gonna do
sword.
the. I'm gonna do the Shroud Runner.
How is this got a smaller base than the Vulture does?
Yeah. And the fucking legs don't like it doesn't even fit on there right, dude.
No.
I can't see your camera.
Whose?
Yours.
Mine?
Oh, because she's on. You're still on. Yeah, you have to open it up like in a regular web browser because
Yeah.
Chrome won't let you see his because his is off technically.
Mine's running through OBS.
Oh, so I have to open
The
Twitch
stream
itself.
itself, yes.
I suppose.
So much work.
It is majorly inconvenient.
Oh, don't forget to send me those borders, would you?
Yeah, well, I will do it
So
now so I
whenever,
don't
not
forget.
like.
No, if I don't do it now, I will forget
Oh,
again.
okay.
Give me just a second and get it sent over on Discord. I thought I did already, but maybe not.
Sorry, I have to wait until the ad's over.
Imagine.
It shouldn't be pre-rolling. That's weird.
No, it shouldn't be. There you go. It's in the group chat.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you.
I have it pulled up. I am present.
Yeah, it's in the group chat. It's literally just the frame, and then all I do is create a text in the like add options.
Oh,
And then just
in
type the name out.
Microsoft.
No, in um OBS. So like where all your sources
Oh,
are,
okay, I got
you
you.
just click add,
Yeah, yeah,
hit text, and then place it above the frame and type out
gotcha,
what you
gotcha.
want to do and resize it.
Okay, that works perfect. No.
Now I need to decide which variant I'm building.
Yeah, because you can only pick one.
Mm-hmm.
You can't magnetize to do both styles. Sadly.
I shall check the stats when I get to it. I need to build body bits first. It's going to be done in sub-assemblies anyway. Right, snips and kniffy. And then figure out which bits of the first. Probably all of them.
No mixing, fast curing, high hardness, yellow resistant, low odor, low shrinkage, high transparency. UV
Yes,
light, 3 to 4 minutes. Oh, my
your
resin.
UV resin, yeah.
Yeah.
8, 4.
Yeah, these whittle bottles.
I have to wait for it to show. Oh, in fact, no, I don't. Actually. Oh yeah, there you go. It's there now.
Yeah.
Very nice.
250 milligram or 250 grams bottles. And it came with a cute little mixing cup.
Is it one of the silicon ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, Chris just got home and I was saying hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Wolf says
Chris.
hello,
Hello, Toast.
and Wei says hi, Chris.
Well, hello,
Toast
Toast.
of the tiny variety.
Long time no see, sir.
How is Toast?
Toast has been doing some streaming lately as well.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You. The Toast says hello, Christopher.
I thought I was already following Toast. My apologies, Toast. I am following you now.
I shall do the same in just a second. I'm gonna have to take my hoodie off because I'm sat right next to the radiator and I'm getting particularly warm.
Yes, putting my new insoles in my new boots, and I was fighting them.
Oh, boots. Doing good here, Toast. Thank y'all. Thank you.
How dare you? How dare you follow me?
There we go. Fixed. 2 seconds. Taking hoodie off.
1, 2.
Mhm.
Buckle my shoe.
Did you finish
Oh,
your playthrough of the Devil May Cry? And Toast says if you guys haven't tried the Warhammer 40k bolt gun, I highly recommend.
bolt gun is very, very good.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't finished bolt gun, but it is very good.
I haven't played it,
Same.
but I should. I haven't played anything. I don't play video games.
Bolt gun's
You
literally
need
just
to. I keep trying.
bolt gun's just Warhammer, but retro Doom at the same time.
Yeah, I watched Hoodguard play through all of it, and it looked fun. Yes, I know. I need to. It's still kind of like a trauma response every time I load up a video game.
Fair. Get you out of it slowly but surely at your pace. Toast says the end of bolt gun is bonkers.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet. I don't think where I am. I was fighting a Fate Weaver last time.
I'm just insanely hyped for Monster Hunter to drop next week or the week after.
Dragon was talking about that last night, actually.
Very excited for it. Thank you, Toast. He said my nails look great. I painted them today.
If I'd have done any airbrushing today, I'd have probably been like, what about mine?
It is unavoidable getting airbrush on your nails when you're using it.
Well, last time I did it, it was I had black primer across my nails, like mainly my thumbnail, and then
Mm-hmm.
it had caught like red from when I was base coating stuff, so it had this funky transition of like red to black across my nail.
Sounds badass.
But always just my thumbnail.
I haven't painted my nails in a while, actually.
Chop chop. You got that Mooncat stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Toast says, hunting horn main here. I love that for you. I started playing with the hammer, but I think I still might be a diehard sword and shield main at heart.
Yeah, I enjoyed Monster Hunter that I played of it before I got really stuck because I was playing it solo
Oh.
and didn't really have anyone to go play it with. I can't remember which one it was we had actually.
How long ago was it?
A while ago now. It was one that was on PS5? Monster Hunter that we had. Was it PS4? Ah, PS4 and
Probably Worlds then?
possibly Worlds. Sounds about right.
Did it have a Japanese aesthetic or no?
Um, there was lots of cats.
that's with that's with every Monster Hunter.
Yeah, no, I
Because
think it might
Rise
have
has a
been
very
Worlds.
yeah, Rise has a very like distinct like you are in essentially like a small Japanese village is the vibe.
Yeah, no, Worlds, I'm pretty sure was the one that I was playing.
It sounds like you need to pick up the new one here with us. It's cross-platform too, so you wouldn't have to get it on PC.
That would work. We shall see when it comes out.
Mm-hmm. And then Phasmophobia just got an update, or is getting an update for the console players, so people can use voice on console now.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Hmm.
How much of this do I want to assemble?
What is it you're working on?
Shroud runners.
Crowd runners. You can basically build the entire jet bike without anything getting in the way. Unless you maybe
Yeah.
don't want to put the cannon on underneath if you want to be able to reach everything, but if you're going to prime it with an airbrush anyway, you should be good.
Well, I'll probably still rattle can prime it, but it'll still be easier to rattle can prime it whole
Yeah.
because I'm building up multiple cans of matte black
Yeah.
that I need to use before I buy. And I don't know when Orn's gonna send. He said sometime this week, so I don't know when he's gonna send.
The actual brush part, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, oh, yeah, Toast just said Raven Guard just got added to Space Marine 2.
Mm.
Is that another faction of Space Marines?
Yes.
That would be the emo version of Space Marines.
Ah, my people.
Yeah, let me show you. Here's their chapter master.
You showing it on stream?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just waiting for the delay. Ooh.
Yeah, his name
That's
is
the one.
Kevin.
That's the chapter that you and Chris sent all the bits for Wolf, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the bits look familiar.
Well, this is the actual kit from GW, but yes, this is those are the jetpacks that you and Chris printed for me to do my little strike team with. The pointy beak helm toast. Oh shit. That's what I didn't get the other day. It was another bottle of super glue. Yeah. They do definitely go. Yeah, these things, Larry.
Yeah.
And I've got a ton of transfers for them and the upgrade sprues because they don't really have. That's their only actual GW made kit is him. Everything else you gotta.
Kit bash.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you just buy regular Space Marines and put the upgrade sprues with their chapter pauldrons and all their totems like raven claws and feathers and raven skulls and stuff like that.
Oh, I see. I see.
It was actually fun reading about their lore in the
Hmm.
books I was reading. They've got trials and shit to do before they can be accepted. They basically got to catch a raven, and that raven's skull becomes their um, proof that they've completed the trials.
Yep, and if at all possible, anytime member of Raven of the Raven Guard chapter falls in battle, it's the last surviving member of the squad to make sure that all their totems get back to the Raven Spire on deliverance.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds kind of cool.
They're very much emo because they suffer from an affliction called Sable Brand, which is basically like the Space Marines version of deep, dark, murderous depression.
I
And
mean, yeah.
yep, yep, and it it's said to happen with 1 in 1,500 aspirants. So they just stuff them all in their own little squad and turn them loose to basically murder everybody with impunity.
Pop off, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would like a lot of the Warhammer books,
You would.
but I recognize that's the slippery slope. Okay, and my hobby is expensive enough without Warhammer models.
Is it though? Is it?
Yeah, it is. I already have to refrain from buying models every time I go to any of our brick and mortar stores.
Yeah,
You
what
don't have to
happened to you
buy them.
getting the one that you were looking at before?
There's so many that I want.
You
And
were
the
gonna
one
get the
saving,
Chimera.
and then I was also gonna get the Medusa looking one.
True.
Just get the STL and print it. Come on.
It's hard to find a good STL of them. We
Then
looked.
speak to Senpai. Senpai is the hookup.
That's fair. I haven't talked to Senpai in forever.
Nor have I, actually.
I
He was in one
missed
of
him.
our lives not long ago. Chatting away, remember?
Was it after Christmas? Oh yeah, you're right. He did stop in like last month for a few minutes because he was asking about. That was the day that TikTok went down.
Yeah. He jumped in our voice chat for a bit.
Yep. It was the day the music died.
The only thing that has stopped me from buying models thus far is the knowledge that I would have to build them.
That you'd have to build them.
Mm-hmm.
That's half the fun.
Yeah. 'Cause sitting here listening to you two build stuff sounds like so much fun that you're having.
I mean, there are some bits that we would complain about, but for the most part, building's fun.
Yeah. The removal from the sprues is not fun because people are dumb. And by people I mean fucking GW, but
That's fair.
It's like getting something that's
Sounds
got
so
bad supports.
tedious.
yeah.
It just sounds super tedious.
Have Chris build it for you.
I'm sure he would love that idea. Just have Chris build it for me.
He'd probably be like, screw this, I'm just gonna print it.
Because when Chris and I first started dating, I got him that super cool AOS model of like the really big beetle and its rider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know her name off the top of my head. And so he just said, I didn't like building the one that you got me.
That, in fairness, is probably quite a technical build, though.
Oh, I'm
The
sure.
Sylvaneth are
But
never
all of the models
easy.
that I like. Yeah.
Yeah, they are very fiddly.
Yeah. The Sylvaneth are
Well,
basically tree elves, so it's lots of spindly branches and bugs and bits and yeah. It's like building Eldar, but with more steps.
Yep. The Sylvan. That still makes me laugh. Sylvaneth. Because in the Dungeons and Dragons world of Dragonlance, they're called Sylvaneth.
Yeah, I'm
so
surprised that
it's
GW got away with that one.
What were you saying, Larry?
I was just reading chat. Toast says the one model I want that I think would be sick would be a fairly large Metal Gear Rex model.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure how GW got away with that. Probably because they just changed the spelling enough to.
Yeah, true.
Well, and. Ow, god damn it, you dumbass.
What did you do?
Stab myself in the thumb.
Very clever.
Nope.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be an Eldar model if I didn't put some blood into it. And I'm not sure who named them that first, whether it was TSR or the author of the Dragonlance series. Authors, I should say. Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman.
Honestly, not sure.
Ick.
What's giving you the ick?
Some of these sprue mount points aren't quite scraped off properly, so it looks icky. And I gotta get used to the fact that there's a light in front of my head and I can't lean in too far.
Yeah.
I think I need to.
What did we get? A posture check and a hydrate.
Oh,
Thank you, Toast.
thank you, Toast. And ad starts in 35 seconds.
Oh, thank you.
Posture check and hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
That's lunacy.
I suppose. Hi, Skittles.
Hmm.
Can you hear her? Jesus. What?
Yeah, I'll adjust it later.
Turns out you can't hear the airbrush when it's on live.
Oh yeah.
And it's right underneath my desk. Which is handy to
Pink
know.
cat says.
Paint the
Come here,
cat.
Skittles.
Or turn her into the paintbrush.
Yeah. Use her as a paintbrush. That'll work.
She's helping me paint.
Skittles is helping with the painting.
She's just hanging out like this. I'm actually surprised she's sitting well. Did we discover your secret hobby?
This is what she does when you're at work.
Probably. Wouldn't be surprised.
I can hear her now.
Talking away like she always does. My issue is I do things like that, and then I'm so surprised when I find cat hair in my models. What? Where did it come from?
How did that get there? That's insanity. Yeah, I don't know how work's gonna go tomorrow. It might not go very well at all.
Yeah, if it keeps snowing.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have been getting quite a bit of snow.
Toast said, so talented. Yeah, we got another 6 inches between last night and this morning.
It was supposed to keep snowing here, but I don't think it did. Or if it did, it didn't stick. The issue that we're having is that it keeps getting warm and then freezing, so ice everywhere.
Yep.
Well, it's been telling us all weekend that it's going to be snowing. And the news reports keep saying exact time that the UK is going to be hit by this massive snow front tomorrow for the last 3 days. Well, past few months, but in particular on this occasion, like, they've been talking up that it was going to be Valentine's weekend is going to be a whiteout, and then nothing happened.
Nowhere.
Nowhere to be seen.
And we're back from ad break.
Welcome back.
We've got the opposite. Keep saying it's not gonna snow and fucking keep snowing. Oh, joy. Tomorrow it's gonna be 1.
Ooh.
Tuesday,
Ooh.
-5.
Ooh. I'm assuming that's in freedom units.
Yep.
Always.
Oh fuck.
Hey, Peter.
Hey Peter, how's it going, dude?
Hello.
Toast said, I want to you, Levy, I want to try and get you that MK statue before I go to Evo in August.
That was from the Tekken tournament, right? It was Tekken, right?
Mortal
Street
Kombat.
Fighter,
MK.
Mortal Kombat. Oh, it's a statue, but he got it from a
Oh, right,
tournament
okay.
that he went to in Vegas, I believe.
My bad. Yeah, doing good here, Peter. Just trying to get over Nurgle's blessings for myself. How did your tournament go?
Not too bad. An FGC. Is that a fighting game? Is that what FGC stands for?
I think so. Yeah, fighting game community.
Gotcha. I used to be good at fighting games when they were in an arcade.
I've never
I
been
have
good at
never.
fighting games.
Same. Yeah. First person shooter, I'm in. Locked in. Bet. Fighting games, I will button mash.
I used to play Tekken a lot in the arcade. Back in the day.
The problem for me is that fighting games require quick reaction times and memory of like combos and shit, and I have
Mm-hmm.
neither of those things. I get too stressed out, and then I panic, and then I don't remember shit, and my reactions just go out the window.
Not so. Peter said not so much luck there. I came 185th out of 200 with 5 losses and 1 win. And Toast said I grew up fighting my brother in like every game, so I've always been addicted to it. I just could never do the. I could never do the crossover from arcade to controller. It was always different using an arcade console with one joystick and 6 buttons as opposed to all the other triggers and shit.
Really fair. And hey, Peter, the thing you gotta focus on is you still gotta win.
Yep, you got to win. You took part.
Put yourself out there, and there's always next year.
Yeah, that's what he just said, but still fantastic event. Definitely gonna go next year.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And Toast said, yeah, that was always such a huge jump. Yeah, it was so, like, I really enjoyed playing Mortal Kombat and Tekken in the arcade. And then I tried to play on a console, and I was absolute gutter trash. And then I discovered first person shooters, and I was like, oh,
Here is my
why?
calling.
Yeah. Why take so much time trying to punch somebody to death when I can just headshot you?
Just click on their heads.
Hmm.
I get where Toast is coming from though, because that's how I got into video games. I grew up really close with my half brother, and that's how we spent our time when um my dad had custody. was just we would game, and so anything my brother was into, I was into. Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then inevitably gaming. And one of the first games he got was the Halo Game of the Year edition on the first edition Xbox.
Nice.
Ooh.
And he always just wanted to 1v1. And oh Lord, was I horrible. And so he would go back to his mom's, and I would just sit and put in hours on the Xbox trying to get better. And I would inevitably get my ass beat every time until like we were adults, and like it was probably like 8 years ago. I made him sit down and 1v1 me in Halo, and I won, and then I refused to ever 1v1 him again.
The thing with 1v1 and somebody in a first person shooter is you've got to get the initial kill. You've got to kill first because then you can set up if you know the spawn points on the map that you're playing. And you can pin somebody down. And having a quicker reaction time always helps.
Yeah, I was like 5 or 6 when he first started playing Halo, so it just kind of spiraled from there.
Yeah, that will happen.
To this day, still traumatized by the flood level from that game.
Halo was always my favorite. Toasted honestly just showing up is sick. I've lost every game when I play in the Evo tourney. So good stuff, Pete. Peter said first game versus another guard player, but had a funny moment in the game where he killed my tank commander, and I pulled off tank abilities to shoot on death, which I killed his tank that killed mine and his tank commander, which let his commander to shoot on death killing one of my other tanks. It was a chain reaction of tanks dying.
That sounds pretty fun.
I may actually have to give you a message at some point, Peter, because I've got a guard building commission, and the person is relatively new to Warhammer and doesn't really know what options to go with for the models that he's got in terms of weapons and stuff like that. So I may need to ask for some advice because guard are not my army. I do not know where to start on what to suggest for him.
I used to play in online tournaments for Warzone and Call of Duty. Wasn't always the best.
As long as you had fun,
Sometimes
really all that matters.
the some of the guys that we used to play with weren't exactly the type of people that you would enjoy playing with all the time.
Fair. Very fair.
A couple guys were always a little bit better skill level. One of the other guys thought he was better than everybody, and instead of playing as a team, we'd go one direction and he'd try to go 1v4 an entire team in a house and be like, dude, I'm dead. What the fuck? Yeah, we told you we weren't going that way.
Toast said Lavi 1v1 on MCC. Winners labeled cool as fuck.
I don't know if I have space on my hard drive for the Master Chief Collection, and I'm not opening the bag of worms. Thank you.
And then Peter, that's fine. Does he have a themed idea or tournament player? He's just looking to get into playing games, honestly. I'm not doing a paint commission on this one. It's just build prime and like a little bit of base coat work. So he got a bunch of stuff and was looking for someone to build it. So he's just wanting to be able to play and learn. I know that I've got the Cadia stands box to build a Hydra Wyvern kit and then 2 other units. I don't know if he picked it up as like a job lot on eBay or what, but I'll go and double check what the other 2 units are in a second once I've glued this leg together. It's mainly just for knowing what weapon options to put on stuff, honestly.
Is one like significantly better than the other, or does it really just come down to like personal preference and playstyle?
Yes.
Yeah, it depends. If you want to play more tournament type play style, then you'll want certain weapon options over others. Um, if you are just a casual player, you might not be as worried and go for more of like a rule of cool. Um, it kind of just depends on what you're wanting to do. But as a new player, you'll probably want something that's going to be easy enough to follow in terms of simplicity of what weapons you've got selected, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Toast said that wing gives me Carnage vibes.
Thank you.
Right,
It's kind of the
give me a
vibe,
sec. I'm just
so.
going to go and double check what those other units are.
Okay. Yeah, there's so many like ridges on this thing that there's just so many layers building up the color differentiation.
They're like onions.
Yeah, it's Scions and a heavy weapon squad. So, but yeah, I'll send you a list of stuff. If you wouldn't mind, that would be great. Magnetize the hunter killer missile. I will see what I can do. I have got some magnets, but they're not super small, so I'll need to see if it's something I can work with. I got 1 leg built.
Proud of you. Sorry, I'm sure me asking questions is not helping.
No, you're good. I'm happy enough just sitting, building and answering questions. That's not a problem.
That's why we do this.
Yep.
So we can look back. Damn it.
And then Wolf does
Right.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm old and my fingers don't work the way they used to.
I haven't heard that version of the song before.
But yeah, this is why we do it. We do what we're doing on live, and we're here to answer questions of them. So ask away.
Yeah, that 0.8 is better. Although I think I
I
need to
told you.
turn the power up.
You should try out the 1 ohm and the 1.2.
Yeah, those are smaller tanks.
Only by a single milliliter.
True.
You'll
Peter
have
has
to
redeemed
refill
a
it more,
hydrate,
but
posture check, and a
hey,
stretch.
very nice. Give me 2 seconds. I just refilled my gas. You'll have to refill your pod more, but it'll last longer and it'll be a smoother hit.
Yeah, that .6 is like very
Oh, it's cooked.
much borderline direct to lung, like not
Mm-hmm.
mouth to lung.
Peter wants to know who the wings for, Labby.
Oh, it is for um. Oh, I don't think she actually has a name. I know the model itself is called the Faces of Evil, but it is for this big piece I'm working on. Here is her head and body.
I don't think that makes very much difference. Oh, yeah, it's locked. Let's put it back in normal.
Gotta stretch.
Posture is fixed.
Yeah.
Hydration is had. Stretch is done.
Yep, stretched. Posture shit. There we go. There's that feeling I need in my lungs to know that I'm alive.
Pete said no idea who that. Um, it is just a modeled figure done by Nerixon, just a 3D artist. A lot of my stuff is just other people's creations, 3D printed and painted.
We're trying to drag her over the dark side and get her to paint Warhammer stuff, Pete. It's a slow process.
I've held out to this day, still never painted a Warhammer model, despite how many pretty and fun ones there are that I want.
Honestly, I think you'd enjoy doing like the Lord of Change. Did you see that one?
Aren't there multiple?
Yeah, he has multiple poses. Yeah, like
Ah.
so. Where did I put the rest of him?
Good start.
Fuck, that's seriously. I got his wings and his fucking staff right here, but I don't know where I put the. Oh, there he is. So there's his wings. I got to do a little cleanup. Rat did Rat did a wonderful job. Just the STL that he had came with automatic um supports, and
Mm-hmm.
they were in kind of a shitty spot, so he had trouble getting some of them off. Yeah, he comes in two different poses. This is his single head pose. He comes with a two headed pose. Um, he's just a big chaos demon.
He
That
looks fun.
the two-headed version. Well, the lore behind him is he sees everything past and present all at the same time, and he
Mm-hmm.
stands next to Zeech and just whispers everything that's happened or is going to happen. That's how Zeech knows everything.
There's also
Post
the
says, "Oh, those guys are assholes in the game."
yeah, yeah they
Yes, they
are.
are.
There's also the dragon that has the head, all the different heads of chaos on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Warhammer has a version of Tiamat?
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
The people at Games Workshop aren't exactly
Original.
original. Especially on the fantasy side of it.
Yeah,
Well, in
that's
the world of fantasy, everything and nothing has been done before.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so frustrating when GW will put a cease and desist out to someone using their franchise as a basis for
Mm-hmm.
stuff that they're not making. And then it's like, okay, so what about all the other franchises that GW has ripped off and continues to rip off with the models that you produce?
Shh. That's you're talking sense. Stop. Don't make sense.
Sounds like some heresy.
Lots of it. I mean, the two guys, it was two or three guys, two guys, right, that started it in the early '80s.
Yeah, two guys, they went into a bank to ask for a business loan, explained what the business was going to be, and the bank manager laughed them out the office. And now they're on stock exchange.
Mm-hmm. It's like the old men from Mary Poppins. Oh fuck! I forgot to send that again. I'll have to send that again. Send that to you. I found or I saw while I was buying new socks for work yesterday. Um, at a grocery store. Uh, basically just a Midwest version of Walmart, only not Walmart. It's a grocery store called Myers. Um, but a jacket that immediately, as soon as I saw it, I was like, somebody call Mary Poppins. They want their style back. Here, give me a second. I'll post it in the group chat.
um, yeah, but like they had a like they were so broke when they started GW that they they like joined a gym or like a tennis club or something like that just so that they could go in and use the showers. Um, like they were ridiculously broke working out the back of like a I guess a laundromat to you guys. Um, to start their business and everything else, and now they're some of the biggest assholes in the scene.
But it's still the same guys that own it, or have
No,
they?
no, no.
I
It's
was
been
gonna say.
sold out, and that's why it is the way it is now. Is because the original principle of the company has gone. Um, it went from being about what the game was to investors,
Billions.
Mm-hmm.
which tends to be how these
Almost kind
things
of
go.
like what Mattel did to, or Mattel Hasbro
Hasbro,
did to D&D.
yeah, Hasbro and Wizards.
Wizards, yeah. Wizard, all them fucking assholes. The bunch of pricks.
Um, I mean, a lot of the game designers that were at GW at the start now do either their own thing or work with other folk looking to start games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in fact, one of the main ones is starting his own one, I believe. Some skirmish game.
Yeah. Well, and especially stuff with like Trench Crusade taking off. all the invention of 3D printers kind of puts Games Workshop at the on the defensive. Like I get that they have to protect their IP and stuff, but I mean, come on.
I mean, that's the thing is, I like I was saying the other night, is I get it when it's stuff that takes money directly out of their pocket. I get it. But when people are creating things like busts or
Yeah.
things like silly toilet roll holders with a Death Guard helmet or a servitor skull to hold the toilet roll, or just little things like that. Yeah, it's literally fan art at that point, and it's driving people to them. I was speaking to someone at the paint group the other night, and there was someone had made a piece for a Thunderhawk or something. One of the Space Marine ships anyway, which extended it. It made it longer. Now it served no purpose in making it into another model.
Right.
It was just an additional bit. But they were hit with a cease and desist. Now they weren't supplying a 3D file for the entire ship. They were supplying a file to make an additional extension to the ship. So you needed to have that model to begin with to be able to make use of it. And they got hit with a cease and desist and got sued.
That's fucking ridiculous. Peter said my last game was versus demons and having Shyloxy, Hellbane, and Bloodthirsters. Killed 3 tanks in turn. Was not good, but I did kill Unclean in 1 turn. Nice.
Nice. That might be the last
Toast
time
is
you play against Chaos Demons, honestly. I think they've disappeared now.
Toast said it's supposed to get down to -3 on Thursday.
Oofed.
Gross.
Peter said Duncan was at the event I went to. I got 2 of his paints in my goodie bag.
Nice.
Top brass and green glaze. Nice.
I need to order one of his washes, actually. For Wraithbone.
Oh, that's the
Sepia wash.
sepia. Yeah, that's what company is that?
Two thin coats.
Two Thin Goats. Thank you.
Yeah, that sepia wash over like a bone or ivory looks fantastic for Wraithbone.
Yeah, I used the brown wash.
um, yeah, it was just I saw Pete, the wargamer, when he did that Eldari Space Marine thing, when he did the Wraith Blade on it. He did it in Wraithbone. And when he put that wash over, it looked stunning. It was like, huh. And he airbrushed the wash, which I didn't really think about. I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm going to have to try that.
Oops.
Starting to get the feeling of just how long this is actually gonna take me.
That wing.
Yeah. I did the angel wing first because I was like, this is the hard one. Wrong. I was wrong.
Haha, just kidding.
It will all be worth it when it's done, though.
Do. Oh, that's what makes that noise.
That's what makes the
Hmm.
noise.
When I open up a new window in um um
Opera?
yeah, thank you. Brain fart. It goes boom.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that out last night. Like, what the fuck is that all about?
Magic.
Do you believe in? Ah, damn it! Fuck.
Got him.
Lavi, did you just choose to ignore what I tagged you in on the server last night?
No, I didn't know you tagged me in something.
I did.
Is this you asking me to go look?
I mean, you don't have to.
That's a
But
yes.
mm-hmm.
Where are my brushes at?
Do I feel like it's gonna be some fucking meat curtains bullshit? Alright, what channel on the Discord?
Work in progress.
The just the general work in progress.
Yeah, miniatures work in progress.
Odd, it doesn't show me tagged.
Huh.
I didn't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Found it then.
Yeah. How did I know? How did I know it was some meat curtains bullshit?
I think Orn was more surprised that I actually wrote it out on
Yeah, he was.
the TikTok one.
Hey, Waste, this one goes out to you.
Thanks, Avi. We've got no cursing for the next 10 minutes.
No, you've got no cursing for the next 10 minutes.
Nope, it's everyone in the stream. Even if
I
you redeemed
dedicated
it.
it to you. I dedicated it to you.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
I need to figure out a way to set up a thing that will start a timer when I'm notified about that, and then will notify me when it's over. I think the agreement is that if you do swear within that 10 minutes, then it restarts the timer.
More power, yes, yes.
Why sigh, Lavi?
Cause I hate it here.
You did it.
That's not why I hate it here.
Ow. Okay, so I can buy it on my computer, but I cannot buy it on my phone. That's fucking amazing.
What?
Books.
Yeah, Kindle.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have to do it on their website. I think it's to prevent any like accidental transactions. I'm almost done with the the second layer of the top half of the wing. I still have the entire back half to do.
Oh, man.
Not to mention like 2 more layers as well.
This is why you need to learn to love your airbrush for a bit.
I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing with the airbrush.
Oh, I'm meaning more for like your base coat.
Oh,
Because that would have
yeah,
taken some time out.
probably.
And then it would have saved you a little bit of time on doing this bit.
Probably. But I'm stubborn and have control issues.
I'm shocked.
Hi, shocked. I'm dad.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad.
Okay, so let me open the goddamn file, you piece of shit.
No.
As well, there's no cursing ones on me.
What was that?
Just as well, the no cursing thing was just left on me. Or else we'd have been back to the start by now.
Oops.
It's good. I dedicated it to waste. It's fine. I think it's more amusing if the rest of us can say fuck and he can't. Just put the Scott in the corner.
I was gonna say at least we can be inventive and use other words in place, but no, it still precedes and most of what we say.
Yeah.
Like, I could call someone a rocket, but it doesn't hit as hard without the effing in front of it.
Fair.
Yeah. Like, and don't get me wrong, my favorite words are curse words. But also, like, telling me I can't curse doesn't hit me as hard. Because, like, I grew up Mormon. Most of my family is still
More
Mormon.
power, yes, yes.
So, like,
Thank you,
I
Wolf.
play the filter game anytime I speak to my relatives.
See, that's the problem is that I was like that, and then I stopped caring.
Yeah, so did I.
Like, to the point where I was scared to swear in front of, like, my dad. Now I really don't care.
Yeah. was literally against our religion to swear growing up. So I never swore a day in my life until I was like 17. Now I get little bursts of serotonin every time I say fuck.
Have you heard the song Family Reunion, Lavi? By Blink.
Probably since it's by Blink, but I can't tell you
It's one of the
what
hidden
song that
tracks,
is.
and if you knew it, you would know exactly which one I'm referring to because it's literally just a song of expletives.
That's fantastic. Tracks where like you didn't know it if you didn't know to look for it.
Waste just disappeared.
I just
Oh.
disappeared.
Yeah, the stream
The
is
stream is.
buffering.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's back.
There's a way to say I'm still here.
That's. So it got quiet, and I looked up, and I saw the buffering circle, and I was like, "Oh shit!" You got quiet. I thought the stream died.
No.
No, he just didn't want to talk to me anymore.
Yeah, I'll send the song in the group chat in a minute.
Cookie.
Since we're all gonna die anyway, I do not like Blink.
Fair.
No, I don't like or dislike it one way or the other. Never really listened to Blink 182 very much, except for what was like on the radio.
All their popular tracks.
Yeah.
That's fair. All the Small Things is Chris and I's song, so I have a tender spot for them.
Very fair. Again, nothing against them. They did have some good songs and some good success. What?
I just love the fact that Tom is like now recognized as potentially the one with the most insight into things like aliens. Like, if you want to know if something's
really?
legit or not, wait for Tom to come out and say something. The song Aliens Exist is literally about his hyperfixation with aliens.
That's fantastic.
I did not know that.
He was one of the first ones to talk about the government videos being released. Yeah, like he's been commended within the community for research into alien life and UFOs.
Huh.
The more you know.
That's kind of also where Angels and Airwaves came from. What brand? His follow-up band.
Seems legit. Huh? What'd you say?
Who?
You. You said you said something and then it went quiet.
I was saying that Angels and Airwaves was his follow-up band, and then I thought Lavi said
That's
something.
Mm-mm.
Huh.
that's the part I didn't hear. You said follow and then it just died out.
Ah, okay. Yeah, when Blink originally split up, he went off and did Angels and Airwaves, and Mark and Travis did Plus 44. I don't quite know what the meaning behind Plus 44 was, like the name, but it is the UK's international calling code.
Too Eldar, they said. You'll like it.
What are you not liking?
The fact that you just the tiny little bits on the side of the bike.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
And only go in one little spot, and if you don't get it just right.
Another hydrate. And a stretch and a
Like
vape break
6,000.
and hats off.
I got like 6,000 channel points on NG.
Yeah, I used a whole bunch of them last night on yours as well.
Because I don't transfer to other people's channels.
No. This is going to be a nightmare for trying to get rid of all these seams.
That doesn't sound good.
Uh-huh.
They're, because the leg is so big
Uh-huh.
and so flat, the seams run right up the middle of each panel.
Yes, they do. Now you know why all I got legs sitting over on the sitting over here.
Yeah, I get it. I'll be able to get most of them, I think. But it's just... why?
I don't know. I can't figure out why it doesn't fit on the base.
Seen some pretty creative poses with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of plastic glued mine together.
Yeah,
So
mine will be
it is.
too. I'm just kind of. Although it might not be the Wraith Knight that I've seen the creative poses with, and more the Wraith Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
Because the Wraith Lord is smaller than the Wraith Knight, but probably easier to
Yeah,
pose.
it's about half the size, I think.
Yeah.
It's between the Wraith Guard and the Wraith Knight for sure.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, that jacket is something. I've just seen it in the group chat.
Ad starts in 2 minutes 50 seconds.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you.
Does it not give off fucking Mary Poppins vibes?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As soon as I saw it, I was good.
I was gonna say that's family reunion in the group chat, by the way. But yeah, no, go
Oh
on.
yeah. As soon as I saw it in the store, I was like, I looked around, and as I was taking a picture of it, this guy walks by and he goes, "That's odd," and I was like, "Yep." Doesn't it make you want to sing Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? And he just chuckled and walked away. I was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
I really like this light. That was definitely worth $35.
It's the same one that I've got,
Good.
eh?
I'm glad you got one you like.
Yeah, it's literally exactly the same brand.
Yeah.
It's basically like the one like you showed me, Lavi, except it hangs up off of the desk and it only connects to one side, so I still have room underneath.
Gotcha.
Because I was looking at the Green Stuff World Arch one, and obviously I was gonna spend $100 on a fucking light like that, but
Yeah.
Where the hell is 69? Oh, it's right there.
13, 15, and 11.
I was just being blind.
Blinded by the light. Oh. Okay. So of course you're going to be on the other sprue. Why not? Why not?
Ooh, I made chili for dinner tonight. Added German hot dogs to it as well. Bockwurst.
You're gonna make me hungry.
Same.
Haven't eaten yet since we started stream before Chris got home.
I was going to have ramen, but we didn't have any ramen, and I wasn't fucking going outside. I already had to bring my van out of the road into the driveway.
Would have been a real shame if a snowplow got. I was about to say, it would have been a real shame if a plow hit it. Oops. What a shame.
Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be an adventure anyway. I gotta get a trailer.
Oh, fuck.
Hopefully the surface roads have been taken care of by then.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, tomorrow might be an interesting day.
It's when you phone them up and you just let fuck this shit I'm out play.
I mean, hey, if I end up in a ditch, I don't care as long as the van stays running and the heat's on.
I mean, fair.
And that whole no smoking in the van bullshit goes right out the window. You want to charge me $400 for for a cleaning fee? Fuck it. Oh, I'll get right on that after I come back from my fucking back surgery, arm surgery, shoulder surgery. Yeah, as long as the highway is okay, I'm not too terribly worried about it. We'll see.
Just be like halfway down
The difference
the
between this
highway.
one and my other one. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, you're going to be halfway down the highway and you're going to just see the trailer swing sideways past you and just carry on and overtake you. Well,
Yep.
there that goes.
And at that point, I let my foot off the accelerator, let go of the steering wheel, light a cigarette, and say goodbye. Because there ain't no saving it after that. At that point, that's a game over.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying the difference between your last van and this one.
My last van was a tiny V8, like a 4.8 liter V8.
Yeah.
That had no guts, and this is a fucking V10 that has all the guts. And we're back from ad break. Yeah, it gets up and goes.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that it probably would. As a V10.
Oh, it's a gas hog. I have to. I literally have to put petrol in it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either.
Like a normal day where I'd only use about a quarter tank. No, I'm using a half a tank or more. Yeah, it's a big gas guzzler for sure. But I'd honestly I'd rather have this type of van than the transits than a transit without any weight in it, honestly. Because those transits are shit when it comes to this type of weather.
Yeah. Yeah. So are the likes of the sprinters and stuff. The sprinters are generally rear-wheel drive as well, and those things, you don't have any weight in the back, and that thing doesn't get traction. You're fucked.
Well, this isn't any better either. It's still manageable. A high top, one of those high top transits can get a little dicey, a little dodgy.
Fuck.
What?
I put the leg in backwards. I was wondering
Oh.
why it didn't look right. I
I
was
did
like,
that
what the
too.
fuck?
At the at the hip joint,
No, at the knee.
at the knee. Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Because
why is this facing the wrong fucking way? Oh, because I've been a dickhead.
because intuitively you look at it and go, that should go that way, right? That should
Yeah.
bend that way. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I put it like if I didn't put it together properly or not, because you got to turn the feet like that for it to sit stable, right? Give it a second for the delay. And there's his base, so he like barely fits on it. Should be coming up.
Yeah, I can see it just come up now. I've not put the feet on yet.
Yes, you got to have the like. It's got to be bent kind of like at the ankles the way the feet go.
Mine looks like it's gonna be on there pretty solid.
Then I must have did something wrong.
Like, mine's gonna fit on that base, I reckon.
I had to have done something wrong then. Maybe I just didn't.
Like, I know I've not done the feet yet, but
In properly. Maybe I needed to push him in towards the center better. Yeah. What the hell did I do then? Hold yours up. Like, is your stance wider? Or I think my stance is wider.
yeah, your stance is really wide.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, maybe I
Is it just
fucked it
coming
up.
up now?
Yeah. Wow. Mine is definitely way wide. Yeah, I pushed my legs out, so they pushed out instead of towards, and I got mine kind of skewed forward a little bit, I think. I could probably snap those off and fix it.
Yeah, probably. Like, it's not too much of a glue point. It's just a little square.
Mm, yeah, I'm not messing with it. I mean, in all honesty, if it looks like it's leaning forward a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I just glued it together wrong.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. It's just that the
Oops.
what went oops.
Well, it just broke the. It just broke the. Yeah, no, I just fucked it. Broke the
You broke the what?
plastic, the square off in there.
Oh, I mean that's not probably a big deal. You'll be able to straighten it off. Like you'll be able to flatten it
Yeah.
out and then position it however you need it.
Yeah. I think I'll do it on the other side too. Oh no.
That'll give you a little bit more freedom to position it how you want it to as well. It looks like it might be that leg that's leaning too far out.
Yeah, well.
Peter said drench those legs. If O's arms right, you can leave the legs. I think the issue was though, Peter, was that it was hanging off the edges of the
Yeah, it was.
the base.
Do I have the right feet on the right side? I should.
67.
I needed to redo stuff on it anyway. It needs to be reprimed big time.
Yeah, you'll get a nicer finish on the reprime with the new stuff you've got anyway.
Yeah, it needs to be reprimed with color forge primer because this is chaos black GW shite. And it is like you can just tell the difference. It's super shiny and
Yeah, I noticed that on the that Doomsday arc that I did. Like it was clearly done with GW primer.
yeah, that's better. That looks more gooder.
More gooder.
Yeah. I mean, I've already been looking at it every day, every time I sit down at this desk because it's been sitting over there forever. Like, I really want to go back and fix that because I don't like the way it sits.
Yeah.
It's only $110 model. It's only money. I'll just make more tomorrow.
Yeah, no, you should be able to fix that now though. Even if the square broke, it might give you a little bit more ability to
Yeah, it
pose it
definitely
though.
gave it a little more play. Yeah. Yeah, the square snapped off on both sides. I'll just take my little Dremel and kind of round it out a wee bit.
Yeah.
And
That or flatten out the edge on the legs. And then you can just place it in on the inside of the leg.
yeah, that too. I don't know. That's something that's gonna. Ooh, that's gonna be like. Peter says, either way, you're both playing sissy pointy ears. Helps. But yeah,
Got
that'll
us
be
on that
something
one.
I build later on in spend some super duper time doing stuff.
Yeah, it'll be a good one once you've had a bit of practice with the airbrush. So you can get in and do some, like, your mid-tone and shadows.
Well, it'd definitely be nice because I'm still gonna paint it like I originally planned, like a Harlequin.
Harlequin. Nice. Yeah, I'm planning on putting a bit of time and effort into my own. It's potentially going to be this year's competitive model for me if I do go and enter anything somewhere.
Yeah,
Fuck's
I was gonna
sake.
end. What?
OBS disconnected and reconnected. It's on again, it's just a off and on, apparently.
Oh, yep. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna enter that one in March, but maybe I'll dust off Murderfang and enter him or the Grimhaler.
Grimhaler's a good one to show off. Did a really good job on him, and he'll stand out. There's probably not going to be too many folk entering something like Grimhaler.
Yeah.
In terms of a model, it'll stand out. Yeah, I feel like this one will probably get the full undershading treatment and everything. Start off with a mahogany or something as the base before I start putting any colours down.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to put that in your army for a while.
No. No, that'll be towards the end of the year if I am going to put it in, and if I am, it's going to be for a bit of fun, I would imagine. It's effectively the same as Space Marine player putting a knight in their list.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Trying to figure out food because I haven't eaten yet. And I
That
was
might be a
getting
good idea.
sleepy. Yeah. Decided to order some pizza for tonight. So I will probably call it when it gets here in like an hour.
Oh.
If that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
I regret asking for your permission.
Yeah. 6. What kind of pizza you getting?
Just a sausage and pepperoni pizza.
Nice.
Cheap and easy. We were gonna wait and just order food after the stream, but I could feel myself crashing, and I was like, all right, maybe change of plan.
No, you're good. Not a problem. Probably won't be a super late like last night one for us anyway.
Nope.
It's back to school after half term tomorrow, so
She gets to show off her new ear piercings.
she was in after getting that. She was in Monday, Tuesday. She was off
Oh.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, but she's got to put the ear tape on tomorrow because it's EE day. And even though they're studs and they're not butterfly backs, they're proper librettes, the teacher still makes her put tape on.
Really?
Yup. It's like I would get it if it was a butterfly back and it was like the risk of something sharp going into the back of her neck if she got hit with like a ball or something. But it's a librette and it's a stud. Like, the fuck?
I mean, I guess it's better to be overly cautious than not cautious.
Yeah, I guess. Like, because they're still healing. It's just a bit of a bitch. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's done relatively well with managing to not play with them too much. We have had to tell her a couple times though.
Oh, and she's already doing better than I did when I got mine pierced.
It's like her, well, my dad's partner, she turned around to him and was like, "Oh, you need to remember to twist them," and I was like, "Nope,
Nope.
no, she doesn't.
No.
No, she doesn't." And she came through and she's like, "Oh, Carol said that I should be twisting them and stuff to keep them moving." I was like, "Nope. Carol is not the piercer. The piercer said, do not touch. That means do not touch. The only time they get touched is when I clean them at nighttime. It is clean once a day. They gave us specific salt to use and told us don't touch them." It was like, also, Aelith, the people who are telling you to turn them got their ears pierced a long time ago. Mum and Dad have had our ears pierced a lot with this kind of way of doing it. Like, they probably got their ears pierced with like a piercing gun, or did it with the fucking sewing needle themselves. So,
Mhm.
yeah, you will listen to us and what the piercer told you, nobody else. Like, if you do not want an an infection on your ear, not even an ear infection, then leave them alone.
Yeah, I had mine done with a gun in eclairs when I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
And to this day, they're still pierced. I don't ever wear any jewelry in them though, because they're like lopsided, really poorly done. Um, and they didn't heal right because I was also told to twist.
Yeah, like, I think because me and Heather have had so many piercings done. Like, Heather's had piercings done with a gun, and it was just like, nope, never again. Like, I fortunately
Mm-hmm.
went and got mine done at a tattoo and piercing place, so they were like, yeah, this is how we do it. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, that wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's more daunting, but far less painful,
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
imagine.
absolutely. But I think also perhaps maybe my pain scale is a little skewed too, because like after that, my first piercing went on most painful piercings you can get outside of like your nips.
Sorry, you cut
And
off a
I
little bit
really,
there.
oh, sorry, go
Your
ahead.
first piercing that you got afterwards was, and then it cut off.
Gotcha. Was my industrial.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And a lot of people say like that's one of the more expensive ones you can get done. But I didn't have, or not expensive, sorry, painful.
yeah,
And I didn't have that experience. I didn't think it hurt that bad.
yeah. I haven't had my industrial done. I've had my helix done,
Mm-hmm.
but I've not had like industrial. Um, but I I got my helix pierced by an apprentice, and he fucked up.
Yikes.
Um, Mainly with the putting the jewelry part in. He I had it originally pierced with a hoop, like a hoop
Mm-hmm.
with a ball, and when he put the ball in, it like twisted the fucking ring,
Oh.
and basically the ring, which is supposed to be like that with the ball in the middle, ended up being like that with the ball in between rather than in the middle, so like it just slipped. It'll show up on the camera in a minute. And the
That
actual
sounds
piercer,
absolutely painful. Sorry, I was waiting for the stream to catch up so I could watch what you were doing.
yeah. So the actual piercer came in, and he was like, the apprentice tried to play it off. He was like, "Oh, look how sick this turned out," and showed my piercer, and he was like, "What the fuck did you do?" Um, and was basically like, he turned around to me. He was like, "I'm so sorry." He says, "That's gonna have to heal with that like that, because if I fuck around with it too much, you're gonna get a keloid." Um,
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm not charging you for this. Come back in once it's healed, and we'll change the jewelry out for you for free." And I mean, I was good friends with my piercer anyway, because I'd had a whole bunch of stuff done from him. And he was like, "Yeah, fuck that." Like, the apprentice didn't last long at all. He was gone pretty fucking quickly. It was just like, I don't know if it was how he was using the pliers, because normally you would stretch out the ring and then clamp it shut
Mm-hmm.
again. And I don't know if he clamped it shut too hard and then put the ball in and tried to clamp it again because he hadn't clamped it enough. And the whole thing just kind of twisted in the clamps, and it was just so fucked up.
Yeah, it sounds painful.
Yeah, it does not sound like fun at all.
Nope. It was mainly just because
Welcome back.
it was the tug when it like twisted the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Like the jewelry itself was mainly just the thing that was fucked, but because he tugged it, it kind of swole up the whole of my helix, like behind that around the piercing, and my piercer was very much like, keep an eye on that and make sure it doesn't fucking keloid, because that's a fucking trauma on a freshly pierced ear. And it's cartilage. So but yeah, I was close enough with my piercer that he got me in after hours to fix the blowout on the back of my stretched ear, which just
Oof.
involved him basically scalpel cutting all the scar tissue away and then stitching my ear shut.
That just sounds painful.
You would think so, but actually not, because of how sharp the scalpel is. Like, it was a surgical scalpel,
Oh,
so it was
fair.
super sharp. So I didn't feel it, and the only thing I felt was like a little kind of scratch when he was going in and suturing it shut. But yeah, that was a real fucking bad blowout I had on that ear. I just jumped up too quick. Um, and the whole thing just fucking like exploded outwards. And he was like, "Do not take jewelry out." He's like, "Downsize it by about 50%, but leave something in there, because
Oof.
if you don't, it will try to heal itself shut,
Yeah.
and that will fuck your ear up even more." You'd be wanting to get.
Another
Sorry, it cut
piercing for
out
a minute.
again.
I get
Another
a few
piercing.
more on my cartilage, but have not had the time or money for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting more done, but I just don't know what. Because I had both my upper lobes pierced as well, but
Mm-hmm.
like on the cartilage bit, not the actual lobe. Um, but I had to go for an MRI, and they closed up so fucking quick that I couldn't get the jewelry back in. Um, so they've closed up. So I wouldn't mind getting them re-pierced, and one of my tragus is missing the jewelry and needs re-pierced. If I was gonna get anything done, it would probably be them.
I thought about getting my tongue redone, but I
Oofed.
don't really want to experience the joys of re-piercing through that scar tissue.
No, especially not on the tongue. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be one of the worst
So
ones to get done as well,
the
regardless of scar
piercing
tissue.
itself, yeah, the piercing itself didn't bother me. Like I didn't think it hurt much. It was one of those where I got it done and then I didn't realize that they had already pierced it. I thought it was still just like the pressure from the clamp.
Yeah.
It was the healing process afterwards that made me hate my existence. I didn't realize just how much we used our tongues, even in
Yep.
just breathing and
Yep.
swallowing.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I've heard. Is it's not necessarily the piercing that's the worst part. It's the actual healing part of the piercing that
yes.
sucks. Um, the guy that did all my piercings was possibly one of the most qualified piercers in the UK. To the point where he was, I think, at one point the only one that was certified to actually do body modification.
Mm-hmm.
So like scarification, implants, like not like plastic surgery implants, but like implanting magnets or
Yeah.
silicon, like little silicon shaped bits and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Hello, Cece. Cece said the healing of tongue piercing and the nip piercings are the part that is rough.
Yep.
Thank you, Cece, for the lurks. Um, yeah, no, it's he used to do things like the he probably still does, to be honest. Things like tongue splits and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but as far as I know, he was literally one of the only people in the UK that was allowed to do it when he was
No
doing it.
thanks. I have a hard enough time talking without my tongue being split. Oh, what's that? What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I think Discord's being weird, Wolf, because I heard it too.
yeah, I could have heard. Swore he said something about people in the UK.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh wow! It's like it must be delayed on your end then, because I was like he was about one of the
A
only
little.
people in the UK that was allowed to actually do it.
Mm-hmm. It is a little delayed. I've noticed while we've been talking that like there are some stretches of time where there's no responses or anything because there's a delay. Because then you'll respond, but like at an awkward pace of like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
30 seconds later.
odd.
Yeah. No. Uh, I couldn't do it personally just because I can't speak with one tongue in my mouth, let alone two halves.
My tattoo artist has her tongue split, and I think it's the coolest shit.
I think it's neat, and people who can do trick,
Function with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
good for them. I can't. I'm mush mouth enough as it is. Oh, that was way too much glue.
I wouldn't even be able to get mine done anyway because I've got a tongue tie.
That's fair.
Those that don't know what
I
a
need
tongue
more
tie
ink
is.
before I get any more holes put in me.
Yeah. For those that don't know what a tongue tie is when the webbed bit underneath your tongue goes further forward than it should.
Mm-hmm.
Cece said anytime. Ooh, body mods, yummy. And Spooky said, look at this gaggle. I see that.
Hey, spooky.
Spooky.
Oh, and I figure out, Spooky, who suggested that book. It was Katana that suggested that book. I could have swore it was you that said to read The Emperor's Gift.
Silly wolf. Spooky can't read.
I could have swore that you had mentioned it. I don't know. Either way, it's a good read. Or listen. Either or.
How was spooky? How was Cece as well? I don't remember if I asked.
What you playing? easy.
Oh, better to not. Probably not going to do any of them other than the back one. Teams up.
Um, I suggested Dead Man Walking in Krieg. Yes. Next question. How's the painting?
Good.
I do no painting tonight.
Same. Putting a bunch of stuff together so that when my airbrush arrives, I can paint a bunch, base coat a bunch, so all I have to do is details. CC said doing well. How are we all?
Doing good.
Also
Good.
playing
Thank you.
WoW to level a tune, then switch over to Black Ops 6.
Has Spooky done any
Very
painting?
nice.
Ah, you're back in work. Did you get any more done on your mask? It was looking sick.
Ooh, I'm excited to see it. Do it. Send the progress pics.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Ooh, looks good, dude.
You send them in Discord.
No, he's sending to me on WhatsApp.
Ah,
He's probably going to send him in Discord. Ad starts in 2 minutes.
think of.
How How dare it? The audacity.
I'm trying to fucking clean up these seam lines.
Be all worth it once it's nice and smooth.
I need to get myself some of those glass files.
They are nice.
Gundam kit one.
I haven't tried the Gundam one specifically.
I think the folk that made the clippers that I use actually make a set.
Of what files?
Glass files for plastic
what's that?
models.
Yeah, what's that one's on TikTok that tried to get a hold of us?
Steady. It's the people who
Yes.
made the clippers that I'm using.
Oh, I thought you had Rue tools.
No, I got the steady ones. The Rui tool ones were more expensive for basically the same thing.
That's right. Spooky said they're on Discord off topic and ad break is rolling.
Okay.
Sorry, I was playing with my Kindle. The store is awake now.
Yeah, I'll get that stuff. I'll probably send the files over WhatsApp. It's probably easier than emailing them to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I can download them to my phone and add them to my I should be able to add them to my Kindle library.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be buying all my Horus Heresy books on the Kindle because they're all $9 or $10 a piece.
Nice.
Pretty sure even Black Library sell them for about that price for the ebooks.
Yeah, but if I'd gotten a tablet version of the Kindle, then I could have downloaded the Black Library audio or the Black Rab. Blah, blah, blah. See, I can't talk with one tongue. Fuck, I'm gonna do it two sides of it. The Black Library read or app. I can't read anything on my phone. My phone's too small.
Yeah, no, whenever I've bought any of them from Black Library, it just gives you the option on which one you want to download.
Oh,
It's not an app that you read them through. It's you download the files.
oh. Well, either or. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
I'm just meaning like some of them probably aren't going to be on the Kindle store. I've noticed that there are some that just do not exist on Kindle, but they are there in the Black Library.
Huh. Let me see.
I don't know about the Horus
mean,
Heresy ones.
Yeah, the Horus Heresy books.
On you go, laddie.
I was just gonna say, that reminds me, has anyone heard from Lore lately?
Nope.
He popped in to say hello in one of our lives in the chat just after Christmas, I want to say. But
Yes.
I haven't seen him since or heard from him since.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've heard from him.
I messaged him not too long ago about Spooky said I don't know if you peep saw the mask. I was stuck in ad hell.
Yeah, no, I was about to say I'm just cleaning this up, and I was gonna wait until you got back out of ads to go have a look.
Yeah, I messaged him to find hard copy or not hard copies, but hard copy.
Physical copies.
Whatever. Physical copies of the Fabius Bile series, and he asked which version, if I wanted paperback or hardback, and then haven't heard from him since.
Yeah, I know that they've had the baby and what have you, so he's probably not been as active, but usually he's pretty good at replying if you're looking for something. Oh, dude, that's looking fucking awesome. Yeah, that's looking cool as fuck. I think I'd seen up to the point where you'd done the bone, but not all the the metal work around it. No, it looks cool as fuck. I like it.
Excited to take a look at it here in a second.
Excuse me.
Thirst trapping in style, he says.
Who knows? Maybe he will be thirst strapping as well.
I mean, whatever floats his boat.
She is Canadian, remember?
We don't kink shame here.
No, we
We
do not.
kink ask
Nope.
why.
Just watch out for tins of food when she gets angry, bro.
Yeah. Ducking slippers or flip flops, she'll be ducking tins of food.
Yep. Canadians say they can sling a can of spam like nobody's business. They ain't talking about cooking it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
The reason that there's a wonderful accord that we signed after World War I called the Geneva Convention, because the Canadians.
No, where did Canadians come from? That is where
Spooky's other is a Canadian.
I didn't even know Spooky was seeing somebody.
Yeah.
Wow, Spooky, way to keep me in the loop.
The 1.3 kilo tins of beans. Yeah, fuck that. Who needs that many beans? Like, we eat beans on toast and
why
shit.
so many beans?
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah. Except they're not for toast.
Hey, Games. Games has answered your question, Lavi. Pretty sure Canadians came from space.
I'd second that. How are you, Games?
Hello, Games.
How goes it? Hello, lads and Lavi, he says.
Yeah, for anybody that showed up in my live last night, or our live last night in the first 2 hours that we were streaming, sorry, we didn't know that there was no audio.
Wolf
In
did
my
an
defense,
oopsie.
she followed me into the live. She was a small secret. No one from Earth is that nice. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be very nice for very much longer, bud. I think I think the U.S. is in the find out about to be in the find out
Good.
stage of Canadian hospitality. I've been seeing an awful lot of Canadian creators on TikTok talking about the Geneva suggestions. I wanted to hop in, but was DMing and would have been rude.
It's all good, dude. It was a Saturday night.
And yeah, Spooky said, uh, but yes, Labby, I'm seeing a Canadian and possibly flying over and maybe seeing maybe two. Yeah, if they allow us to cross the border into that country by the time you come over here.
They're letting people in on political asylum, dude.
Yeah.
I said just become a citizen.
Much as I would love to.
Citizen of the Commonwealth's probably easier getting into the UK.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling if the U.S. goes to war with Canada, Michigan will be on Canada's side.
Did you see the video that I sent you just before, or not long before we went live? But I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Which one?
His speech on nuclear weapons.
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet. Oh god, that could
No, no, like, I'm heavily confused. He was on the right side of the topic for once. He was speaking about denuclearization.
Yeah, everybody but us.
No, him,
No, I
Russia,
didn't.
and China were talking, or him and Russia, him and Putin anyway, have been talking about it, and apparently, and they both agree that it's something that needs to be done, and that China are like 5 or 6 years behind where everyone else is, and all the rest of it. As a Scot that's got a US naval base off its coast, with those submarines that harbor those weapons in there, I'm more than happy to see them go bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, it's a useless. Like, it's not a pragmatic weapon either, because like it's just madness to fire one.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Game's just like, ooh, Wolf, Spooky's two-timing on you. Spooky said, have to keep my hands to myself for Wolf's sake. Uh... It's okay, Games. I won't hold it against you.
I mean, the 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 creation of them in the 1940s was a strong arm lie anyway to the scientists that did it to try to beat the Germans to having a functional one. And once we did, everybody that designed it was like, shouldn't use this.
Nope.
And Truman was like, meh, hold my beer.
But maybe. Like, no, 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 no,
And
no,
then
no,
after
no.
we used it, we're like, oh, nobody ever should ever use these ever again. And then somebody's like, wait a minute, we can make a hydrogen bomb. That'll be even better. Games said I like Lavi's nails. Wondering if that's some Turbo Dork color shift on them.
No, I should do that sometime though. It's Mooncat. It's a female-owned small business that does nail polish, where like 10% of all of their proceeds go to cat shelters.
Which color is that one? Is that the blue?
This is words. One moment.
Discord really
Need to
doesn't
pull it
like
up
me
so you
tonight.
No, it is Dark Night of the Soul, is
Oh
what
yeah.
it's called.
What doesn't like you? Dice?
Discord.
Why is it still like?
It keeps like cutting out and then like it jumps back in to exactly where it cut out again on the conversation. So how we're still in sync, I have no idea.
Is it's doing the same on my end anyway?
Yeah.
At least for me.
No, it also for me as well.
It's very choppy tonight.
It is.
Let's see. Spooky said, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." And Games said, "Looks like Let Them Eat Cake from Turbo Dork."
It does. It does look like Let Them Eat Cake.
That would be Dr. Oppenheimer's quote.
Sorry for all the squeakies from the scrapings. I
Can't
don't know
hear
if
it.
it's okay. That's fine then. If it's picking up on the mic or not. I'm trying to
No,
I don't hear
I think
anything
you're good.
clean up the seams from.
All I hear is a massive ringing in my ear.
That's the tinnitus.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clean up all
Mom.
these seams, and it's just because it's going over the bare plastic. It's going squeak, 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 squeak.
We can't hear it.
Nope. Spooky said I look like I eat too much cake.
That's I thought you said it about you. I was about to say that's mean, and then now I'm gonna have to say no. That's a little bit of self-degradation there. You know what we say about self-degradation.
Yeah, it's still mean, just towards yourself.
Yep.
If you wouldn't say it about someone else, don't say it about yourself.
What if you would say it about somebody else?
It made me think twice about saying it about yourself.
Spooky said it's what I excel at.
Time to excel in your other hobbies.
So Spooky, when you get your next night off, you're gonna come and paint with us.
Game said thanks for asking, Wolf. I was about to. Spooky said I'm painting something that counts, right?
Yes.
Actually picked up a brush without hating myself. Be Thursday for sure. Or be Thursday but sure.
Sweet. And how goes games painting? Sorry, what were you saying, dude?
I said I don't know what I'll be able to get done this week.
We'll wing it and see. Boogie also finished Crime Scene Cleaner, and it was very good. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone playing that one. It looked quite good, actually. And like somewhere between House Flipper and CSI. Like the moment of House Flipper.
Yeah.
Who's redeemed what? Spooky redeemed a vape break and a hydrate. Game said all the armored boys are base coated with the ivory, taking a small break to do some airbrushing for a friend on his chaos night. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Well, I just upgraded.
Sounds like a solid place to start.
Mm-hmm. I just upgraded my airbrush compressor. It arrived today. And potentially look at upgrading the airbrush at the end of the week. Probably looking at getting the Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly cheaper and does everything that I need it to do in terms of base coating, priming, and allowing me to start playing with the more detailed side of things. With the, it's got that kind of turn feel bit in the middle that sets it to the right right amount of movement on the needle. Found out, I think, that the although I haven't checked on the trigger assembly yet, basically all the parts for the harder and Steenbeck airbrushes are interchangeable. So if that trigger itself is interchangeable, I may potentially pick up the Evolution trigger so that it's a bit more ergonomic.
That should help with your finger going numb.
Yeah. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, actually, that'd be handy because it's literally just the trigger that I need to make sure is cross compatible, because I know like the needle tip and everything, like the nozzle and all the rest of it, are all interchangeable. But I don't know about the actual trigger. It looks like it's the same setup, but it's just the actual plate at the top of the trigger that I'm not overly keen on. Because it's more or less the same as what I've got, where it's that flat disc, and when I'm using it, that motion there, where I'm sitting on the edge of that plate, is making the tip of my finger really numb and calloused. So it's kind of hurting a bit. But I know that the Evolution has more of like a concave button, so I'll be able to rest my finger in it a bit easier and move it without feeling like I need to be right on the edge of the button. As far as compressor, I got the Airgoo AG326, which is basically the same as the TimberTech one. It's the 3 liter tank.
Which is the one I got.
Yes. Right. Bait break and hydrate. Hydrate done. Bait break time. I'll go back to scraping more seams. Because the current airbrush may get used for painting group. The one that I've got at the moment, once I upgrade. Take it up there so that if folk want stuff primed to paint or whatever, then I can do it for them there, or they can have a shot at running an airbrush or whatever. But we'll see. I'll just need to pick up an extra hose. I really need to get some of those crocodile clip bits like you've got. That would speed up my sub-assembly situation for doing army painting.
Oh. Um.
Pretty sure they're on Amazon, pretty cheap.
Yeah, I got the two base and clips on Amazon for like 25 bucks, I
Yeah.
think, something like that.
It just means that I can still subassemble at the same time
Yeah,
as doing an army job.
it's very helpful to have them. Definitely makes things a lot easier.
Uh, James said I get you one off the corner if you need, huh? I might. I've got Nurgle's blessings right now, so with the delay and everything else, I've probably forgotten what it was that I was speaking about. I know you were going to take pictures, and I was talking about the tank and the airbrush button, talking about taking photos of it. But corner. Oh, the hose. Okay, now I get you. I get you now. I've been so confused.
Giggity, giggity.
Pick is in the Discord general. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, look. See. Yeah, it looks like it's the same button assembly. I know that the front end is interchangeable, so I could get something like the Evolution front end if I don't like the Ultra front end, but I don't think that there'll be an issue with it. It's the flat top of the button that puts me off on the Ultra. I much prefer the look of the concaved one on the Evolution. So it looks like it's the same trigger that's on the Evolution, so I may be able to swap that out, which would be handy. Everything else looks like it's all pretty much interchangeable with the other stuff. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you all.
Sorry to interrupt, but I am gonna go ahead and dip out. My food just got here, and I am in need of some sustenance.
It's all
Okie
good.
dokie.
Enjoy.
You have a good night, guys, and I will catch everyone tomorrow.
Bye
Night
bye.
night. Bye bye.
Night.
Well, in that case, this scene. Oh no. Hang on. Get Wolf's camera back in a second.
Oh, look. Did my camera go out?
No, it's because you came in after Lavi. You went to guest 3. So I just need to
Oh.
change the virtual camera source quickly. I've got the new link here. Should fix. Hopefully. There we go. Copied the wrong one. That's you. Alright. Yeah, I just figured I would switch it back to the 2. Catch you later, Spooky. Have fun with work.
Bye, Spooky.
Yeah, because you came in after Lavi when I was setting up the cameras. That's why I sent the invite out early. Was just so that I could resize them for the other scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
It didn't take that long to set up, honestly.
Yeah, and I can transfer everything.
Just duplicate the scene.
Yeah.
And then just shift stuff about and resize stuff manually. It's honestly the easiest way to do it rather than try and redo the entire thing from the start. I'll just need to remember when we're done, not when we're done, but when we go again next time. If it is just 2 of us, that I'll need to change it back to guest 2 for your camera. Because you'll technically still be guest 3 right now. But it's an easy fix, is literally just take the link for guest 3 and swap it. Just go into the properties bit. It's a shame we can't do like a share layout thing. Like I can't just do like a copy and paste it over to you for you to do the same thing.
Should be able to. Well, I already have all the dimensions for 4. I just need to resize it for 3 because I had it set up for all 4 of us. You, me, Lavi, and Orn.
Yeah. It's not because of you games, don't worry.
Yes, it is.
Trying to make him feel better, Wolf.
Yeah. No, would love to be here for another 5 hours, but unfortunately, I have to fucking work. Tomorrow's not going to be a fun day.
Yeah, we'll probably go for like about another hour.
Yeah. Oh, oops. At least get most of this last bike assembled. And maybe get a couple of the riders. Okay, so, oh. Maybe get a couple of the riders.
Yeah, the riders don't take too much building. Tip for the pilots: when you're doing the ones that are actually piloting the bikes, when you go to put the arms on, actually put the riders on the bike. Like, you can fully assemble the rider off the bike and then put the body on to do the arms.
Mm-hmm.
And it just means that you can see that they're lined up. And then they come off real easy. If you don't glue the hands to the handlebars, they come off real easy. Actually need to get some base coats down on the pilots because I'm going to be running them in my next game. I try and at least airbrush the coats tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these three together, then probably put together some of my scorpions next. Actually, I might actually do the other squatted reapers after I get these three together, because those are easy enough to sub-assemble.
Yeah. Yeah, the Reapers are pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and I can prime what's left on the sprue without worrying too much. Just the two the heads, and the guns.
Yeah. Not long now, and I should hopefully get Lycus and
Got a
Bahara.
box of Scorpos this weekend for half off.
Nice. How'd you manage to snag
The
that
kill
deal?
team box.
Wondering if or when you're gonna get we're gonna get them for regular unit instead of having to buy the box, the kill team.
And the spiders for 30% off.
Nice. That's better than the prices that I got for Element.
Yeah, no shit. Wonder why your local game store had the. Oh, I bet you they're getting rid of the kill team for the fucking Blades of Cain. That's probably why.
Yeah, possibly, and then they'll be bringing them out on a box, like a unit box.
Oh, they were doing a big anniversary sale. Oh, it was. Yeah, okay.
Like, I understand that they might leave, like, the Void's Guard as a kill team. Like, that
Yeah.
kind of makes sense because while you can play them in the army, they're not an aspect. But I would imagine that at some point we're going to get Scorpions in a regular box rather than a kill team, because the kill team box is more expensive than they would be as a regular kit. Plus, we don't need all the tokens and stuff that comes with them. Like the kill team stuff.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
But then again, GW like to get all the money they can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at how long they kept the Krieg in a kill team. Before they finally announced a release.
It was also the last edition of Kill Team, and though the box was originally 80, it was the best deal for Aspect Warriors because it came with 10. Yeah, I paid 65 for mine, but that's because my local game store sells everything over 50 is 15% off, or over 60 is 15% off, something like that.
Which isn't bad considering the markup that you guys have got on Warhammer. You're probably spending that easy enough anyway. Get the discount.
Yeah, since they import tax the shit out of us. And then when you order it from GW, you still pay if you order it from the website, you still pay a fucking cross-border fee, even though they've jacked the price up.
Yeah, that I don't understand. I mean, GW, but also, like, they've absorbed the import price into the price already.
Krieg comes out for my local game store marks it at price, then gives 15% at the register. Krieg comes out for everyone next week, and Minka Lesk Command Squad comes out pre-order too.
Nice, nice. I'm just waiting for them to announce the Eldari kill team next. Not kill team, Combat Patrol.
Yep.
Because I want those Dire Avengers and the Wraith Blades.
Same. That and the Emperor's Children.
Yeah. I probably won't pick up the Emperor's Children just because of how much I've got to do for everything else anyway. Like, I've still got stuff unbuilt from Death Guard that I got Christmas, not just past, but the one before.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the bits and pieces.
Yeah, you've got your diorama you want to build those, so
Yep.
that makes sense. Who knows, I'll maybe pick something up as a palette cleanser here and there, but I definitely won't be building an army with them.
Oh no,
That is for sure.
Same. I'm not building an army. Just gonna have some fun and build some shit. Who knows? I may not get to it this year anyway. Swear to God, if I fucking pick up one more piece and drop it, I'm gonna quit for the night. What, your Wraith Lord? Are you getting rid of it?
Peter wants the new Rohan cavalry. Is it out yet, the Rohan stuff? Here. I know they announced a bunch of stuff, but I can't remember whether it's out yet. Or if the cavalry was part of that. Game said, so I currently have 2. I guess I could keep a 3rd, but doubt I'll ever field 3.
Possibly.
And then Peter said, sadly not, but needs to. Yeah, I feel like they were speaking about the Rohan stuff ages ago.
Yeah. Like before Christmas, wasn't it?
Or was it just that the cavalry wasn't part of... It might be that, actually. They did say that bit as well. I asked too many questions and don't know which bit I'm getting an answer to. I nearly managed to clean up all the seams on the legs now. It was announced that Nova got new heroes and warriors, but no cavalry. New box set was for the film. Yeah.
That's right.
legs and feet. All the seams done. Shouldn't have taken that yet because, well, I get away with that being on. You good?
Yeah, sorry.
Just heard the I was like, wait, what the fuck happened there?
Ears started itching really bad.
Uh, yeah, do that.
Do, do. Mm. Oh, come on, where are you, fucker? What
Yeah,
the hell?
92. Thinking of buying
Scott on that.
more of the heroes so I can kit bash new riders like Zorp did. Mm. I mean, that'd be a shout. I know it's a bit more expensive to have to do it that way to kit bash stuff, but it will give you the bits that you're wanting that they haven't released.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how it goes. If enough people end up doing it, GW will be like, huh, people seem to want that. We'll just make it.
Oh, there you are. Let's see, what the fuck?
What did you lose?
Oh, I was trying to find the other piece for the ad starts in 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
You think you?
The foot pegs.
Ah.
Ah, come on.
You managing there, dude?
Not really. I'm having a really hard time holding on to stuff tonight, apparently. My hands are not working. Hands are not working well. Eyes are not working, cooperating well.
All in all, just having a bad time.
Yeah. I woke up all fucked up today too. Like I fell asleep last night on the couch, woke up at like 3:30, crawled into bed, passed right the fuck out. And then woke up at like 10. Didn't feel like I'd slept at all.
Uh,
Looked outside and saw they'd fucking dumped a shitload of more snow on the ground. I was like, well, I'm not going anywhere today. I mean, not that I couldn't throw my truck in four-wheel drive and get wherever I wanted to go, but I didn't feel like dealing with all the idiots on the road.
no.
So I sat back down, was reading over all the doom that happened overnight, reading more about these farms that somebody's going to try to stick us on to detox us from our neurodivergency.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea. Put a bunch of people on fucking antipsychotics on a fucking farm and take them off their meds.
But
That'll go over real well.
oh yeah. Peter said he used Haleth and Hama, princes of Rohan, and Kit bashed with new warriors of Rohan. Nice. And then Games converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, Games. Much appreciated. He said, wild, it was 65 here today.
It was 20 something here. It is currently 20 degrees and snowing again.
Maybe you won't be going anywhere tomorrow.
I wish we had snow days. I would love to have snow days.
Snow days are fun. Mainly when you don't have to go out in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. $42, $30. And I did not realize just how much fucking spare bits of Eldari I had until I cut them all out today off of their sprues.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another thing of drawers for. I'm just gonna have to go buy like a fucking tackle box.
Yeah. I'm gonna get more of those little crystal ones. I'm just gonna use a marker on the box to say which kits they came from. Kept all the instruction books, chucked all the boxes, and all the frames. It's not like there's ever a shortage of frames here if I wanted to make Sprugu or whatever.
Right.
Plenty other stuff there to use to make it, but but yeah, it was just piling up, and I was like, I need to be able to clear a space so that I can set the compressor up properly and
Yeah.
have it over here at my desk. But so yeah, I just sat and did that today. But out of all those kits, not one spare fucking leg.
For
The Swooping Hawks kit.
oh.
Because you get an entire body there if you don't do the X arc.
Oh yeah.
Do another Swooping Hawk, which I was going to convert into the Wing Dot arc.
Oh yeah. Son of a bitch.
But not one kit has a spare leg that I've used so far. I've got everything to make a wing dot arc because you get spare wings and everything with it, and I can probably use the spare back panel that I've got for the autarch that has the flag on the back. With a little bit of modification to the wings, I can probably make them work and glue on. But it's just going to look really odd if there's no leg on one side. So either I'm going to go and have a look online and see if I can find just one leg. Or even a file for it. Just for like a kit, and just have Charlie print a leg for me. Because he's going to be printing more wound markers for me anyway. For Sam Han symbols.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not going to be running a full Harlequin unit yet anyway.
Not for a minute anyway, right?
Yep. I may run some Harleys in my army, but probably not the Harlequin detachment.
Yeah, I was looking at 3D printers.
Yeah.
Once I upgrade everything else, I think I'm gonna look into getting one.
We had the space and ventilation to do it, then I'd probably have one as well, but
Yeah, that looks like shit. Once it dries, maybe I can trim that piece off.
what's up?
Oh, just the foot peg. The secondary one.
Yeah.
I didn't quite get it trimmed enough, so it's kind of got a little pokey out on the side. Once this all stiffens up after I get it all glued together, I'll tidy it up some more.
Catch you later, Peter. Thanks for hanging in, hanging out, even.
Bye, Peter.
Halfway
Good to see
through
you, bud.
saying stopping in and hanging out.
Game said, "Oh, listen through Infinite Nine Nutty Book." Yeah, I can only imagine. That keeps getting popped up on my next read, and I need to find another audiobook to listen to. Because I just finished The Emperor's Gift. If you haven't listened to that one, give that one a listen.
I might actually sit and or lay and try and read some more of my book when I go to bed tonight. I've not read for a bit now.
I gotta swap laundry over real quick, and then probably I need to eat first, and then hunker down and read a little bit if I can make it.
It's I'm still on Red Tithe at the moment.
Oh, I guess they do sit on there without.
Is it Red Tithe? One of the Carcharodons ones anyway. Carcharodons and the Night Lords.
Oh yeah, that's Red Tide.
Yeah. It's definitely a good read. I just have been so late going to bed that I've not had an opportunity to actually lay down and read. That or I've just been passing out on the sofa because Nurgle's blessings.
Mm-hmm. Now doing Pariah. Are you reading it or listening?
That sounded painful.
Yeah. It was my old ass just.
I want to watch the Pariah Nexus on
Yeah.
Warhammer TV, but I'm still waiting for them to fix my fucking account.
Listening to it at work. The book is just Pariah. Yeah, the Pariah Network's the Sisters of Battle series on Warhammer TV.
I need to watch the first Astartes before the new one comes out because my boys are in it.
Yeah, I definitely need to watch that too.
Good time to read the Scythes lore as well if you haven't.
Nope.
That's in my collection of Kindle stuff as well.
As I say, yeah, that stuff you gotta send to me still.
I'll get that done after stream. it's a good read. It's mainly a collection of short stories.
Mm-hmm.
So they're nice and easy to consume. They're not like you're sitting there reading. There's one or two that have got a bit more reading to them, but there's a couple that are just nice, simple sit down reads.
Oh, game says this one has nothing to do with the system. I don't think it ties in with Eisenhower. Ah,
Ah. Yeah, I've got the Eisenhorn collection there, but not digital, physical. Another one I need to read more of, or read any of actually, to be honest. That's a fucking big book. Pretty sure Eisenhorn's bigger than fucking Files was.
yeah.
Yeah, the Eisenhorn Omnibus.
So isn't there like 3 books in the series?
For Eisenhorn, I'm pretty sure, yeah, something like that. But it's a hefty fucking book. Like, the Omnibus is a big fucking collection. I would imagine there's 3 in the series, but there's probably short stories in there as well.
For the Emperor!
Or the Emperor.
That just now came up?
Mm-hmm.
The vape break?
No, the vape break's been up. For the Emperor's
Oh.
usually a follow, I think.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
6AN. What model? I'm currently building a Wraith Knight. I've got its legs built and I'm starting on his torso. How's it going? Welcome
I'm
along.
building some Shroud Runners. Where the fuck are you, you little bastard?
Are you a builder yourself? Player,
Oh,
painter?
you are. Player, lore reader, collector. What's your bag?
Continuing upside down, I need 72. 72, where are you? 1 goes on the top, so I'll take smaller. Some machines on this one. Yeah, there's it. Snip. Scams, and bots.
Oh shit.
That's alright, it just popped up. Banned.
Bye, Felicia.
Ban hammer. Oh, sorry, on you go.
I said, I was gonna say, speaking of which, I really want to get into that server.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say I saw a thing for TikTok Shop. Someone's made a knockoff Stream Deck.
Yeah, with the
Some.
mixer board.
Oh, I didn't see the one with the mixer board. It was a 16 button with logos identical to the Stream Deck, but just slightly smaller buttons, and apparently super simple to set up. Incredibly cheap compared to Stream Deck. Could possibly be handy.
Game says, so I'm sitting trying to remember how I found you and can't remember. I think I was just browsing the mini painting section Twitch and ran across y'all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just appeared in one of our lives one night.
Yeah, I think that's basically how it went. Let's see how much of that am I really gonna care if I paint the top of it? But not much really. As long as it gets a nice coat of primer or a nice spritz of primer, the top of it not being completely painted isn't gonna bother me one bit. Talking about the gun.
I'm currently confused at the instructions for placing this bit.
Which bit?
The upper torso. According to the instructions, it wants me to glue all the way down here on both sides. You'll see in a second. But when I place this, it sits up here on this bit here. And in the second picture, it shows it how I'm holding it. But it doesn't read like that on the actual instructions. chest plate does go on over the front and should cover that gap. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this, the way I've got it. Game time like cancer, I just pop up and then you can't get rid of me. We wouldn't ever want rid of you, games.
No, we would not.
We appreciate you hanging out and chilling with us and being part of the community.
Yes, yes, we do.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% sure that this is how it goes because everything else lines up. It's just where the glue was, where it was telling me to glue bits, was just an incredibly odd place compared to where the next image shows it laid out. So I'm pretty sure I've got it. But yeah, I dry fitted this bit because that's what I was getting confused about because it didn't line up to anything down here at all. But from where I've got it here now, it looks like it's lined up just fine. Yep. And that bit up already? No. This bit sits on here like that. Yep. Cool. We got it. We got it.
Yay. Oh, shit. Oh, well. It's just going to be a shadowy bit anyway, so it's really not going to matter.
So,
The little curve in the bike there up in the front, like where the gun goes back in. Again,
ah,
I'm not going to go overboard and crazy on detail with painting the bottoms of these things anyway.
no.
They'll just probably get some. I'll probably do some like metal bits on the fins, like I did with the Wave Serpent, and then the rest in like magnesium or something.
Yeah.
Paint the gun and paint the cannon and some sort of metallic.
Part of me's tempted to start doing the bigger cannons in Wraithbone.
Say that
Regular.
again.
I say I'm tempted to start painting the bigger cannons in Wraithbone.
Oh, yeah. So did you figure out which or have you decided yet which version you're going with? Sword or
Not
guns?
yet. I'm gonna have a look and see what the profiles are. Because the one with the swords looks cool as fuck. But things aren't gonna want to get into combat with it because it's a knight. So, am I better off just hedging my bets against that and just going for cannons and shooting at shit? No, she's just sleeping. Games. She's sleeping. He dozed off on the sofa behind me.
Let's see. uh,
I did think about magnets, but I don't know how easy the Wraith Knight is for magnets.
it's not. You got the heavy wraith cannon with 36-inch range, D3 attacks, -4 AP, damage 2d6 with devastating wounds.
That's chunky.
Scatter laser, 36-inch range, 6 attacks. BS is 3 plus. 0 AP and 1 damage. Shuriken cannon's the same, the 24-inch range, 3 attacks, 3 plus, 6 save, -1 AP and 2 damage.
Yeah, it's got a nice selection of guns there.
Oh yeah, the scatter laser has sustained hits 1. The shuriken cannon has lethal hits. Star cannon has a nice range, but not really 2 attacks. -3 AP. The sun cannon has a 40-inch range. D6 plus 4 attacks.
That's nice.
-3 AP and 3 damage with blast.
Nice. More models in the unit for blast, the better the bonus you get. Main guns are heavy wraith cannon and sun cannon.
I would probably go with 2. Heavy wraith cannons on it, I would think. Or your options. This model sun cannon can be replaced with 1 heavy wraith cannon. This model scatter shield can be replaced with 1 heavy wraith cannon. This model can be equipped with up to 2 of the following: 1 scatter laser cannon and star.
Nice.
It's also 435 points.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is it won't be until like my 2K list that it gets put in. Yeah. Unless I want to be a dick and shove it in on a 1500 point list and be like, haha, big guns everywhere.
Yeah.
Puny Bane Blade.
Yeah. Your melee is Titanic feet.
Boff. Boff.
I don't see anything about the sword, but I wonder if that's...
No, that'll be on a different build. It'll be the...
Wraith Knight with the Ghost Glaive?
Yes. Yeah. I believe so.
Still has a heavy Wraith Cannon, scatter a star that you can place on the shoulder. Let's see. War gear options. This model scatter can be replaced with one heavy wraith cannon. Melee weapons. Titanic Ghost Glaive Strike. Strike and a sweep. 15 attacks on the sweep.
Yup. It's handy if you're up against a unit.
Yeah.
Games like not me putting a great unclean one in a 500 point list. Yeah, no, the thing is that for 750 points, I can't remember whether we're doing it for 1,000 as well. But there's no characters or no models, no units basically allowed up above 12 wounds, I think it is, or over 200 points. So at least until 1500, we won't get. Technically, we're not supposed to have epic heroes, but all my epic heroes for Eldari fit the criteria. So, Maginra is in there, as will Baharoth and Lycus when it gets to 1,000. Because Eldari are spongy. But that also gives me all their abilities. Nice. Because then it makes the Swooping Hawks and the Warp Spiders do what they're meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I necessarily want to do a warp jump across the table and charge with Warp Spiders, but it's nice to have the option. But the Swooping Hawks with Baharoth, it lets you then go back to doing what they're meant to do, which is up and down. So you can shoot and then lift them and put them back into strategic reserves. It was Crusade, and I had lost all of my games for the 500 point game sets. Fair. Fair. So at that point, it's just like, yeah, why not? But yeah, we're running escalation, so it's 750 for 3 games, 1,000 for 3 games, then 1,500 for 3, and then finishing off at 2,000 for 3.
I'm gonna have to call, dude.
Yeah, you're good. I did say about an hour anyway, so I'm past that. I'm gonna stick this bit down, and then I will start shutting it down.
Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad to prime these things. And make sure I don't miss anything.
But in the meantime, while I'm finishing gluing this up,
I don't know why they give you 2 heights for the. It doesn't matter because it doesn't change the unit composition if it's on the taller one or the shorter one.
did you get 2 again?
Yeah, 2 different heights for the Shroud Runners.
Oh, I only got 1 with mine.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a long one and a short one. I'm gonna use the longer one because why not?
Yeah, no, it was just 1 for mine, but mine came from Peter, and they weren't boxed. They came from the one of the box sets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So chances are that it was just the one that came with that set.
That is possible.
Where does this be glue onto?
All right, let's not break this one, Wolf.
Oh, good idea. Break it.
Like I did with the wraith, or with the wave serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But yeah, while I'm gluing this on, thank you all that came and hung out with us. Stuck
Yes.
around all night, lurkers included. We're all
Yep.
much appreciated.
At least this time you got to hear us talk for the first 2 hours.
But yeah, if things go well tomorrow, we may potentially be live tomorrow. I don't know what's happening yet with your day. I know you got a rough one, you said, but
It all depends on how shitty the roads are.
yeah. I may, if Wolf isn't about, I may still go live at some point if someone is about to join me. Tism doesn't like me doing it by myself. So.
Same.
But if we can, we will be live tomorrow. If not, then we will see when we can. It all just depends on Wolf's work schedule at the moment.
Yeah, I'm playing catch up. And the last 4 days, I've gotten a week's worth of fucking parts delayed. So.
But anyway.
Can't keep up. Can't keep up with all the new shit that keeps coming in and doing all the old shit.
More stuff coming in than going out. Game said our crusade was 6 games at 5, then 4 at 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000. Nice. Right. Thank you, everyone.